Welcome to day 28. So today we're working on coordination and balance. So I hope you're feeling steady. I don't think you need anything for today really, except maybe grab a block or a cushion, and let's go straight over to the mat and get going. All right. Okay, so let's begin from a standing position. Spread your toes nice and wide. Feet hip distance. Soften your knees, bring yourself into neutral stance. So your pubic bone is towards your chin, the hollow of your rib cage is sitting right on top of the hollow of your pelvis. Relax your shoulders down and just gently let your chin drop a little so that it's parallel to the floor. Now we're going to close our eyes here and just begin to sense the floor beneath our feet. Become aware of your breath. As you notice the floor beneath your feet, become aware of how the weight's distributed under your feet from front to back or from side to side. And then make any little adjustment that you might need to distribute the weight evenly under your feet without altering your neutral stance. All right, now from here, take a deep breath in to prepare, and as you exhale, keep your toes spread nice and wide. We're going to raise the heels and the arms. Circle the arms down by your side as you lower the heels. On the exhale, raise the heels and the arms. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. That's it. Now become aware of the balls of your feet. And again, notice how the weight's distributed under the ball of your foot as you lift and lower, and see if you can distribute that weight evenly. Now change direction with the arms. Let's keep doing these heel raises. Using the abdominals to keep your torso aligned, to stay balanced. And last one. We're going to keep our heels lifted now and bring our arms just in line with the shoulders. Now I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see me better here. All right, so maintain good alignment now. Keep your heels lifted. Can you imagine that you're leaning against a wall and you're just going to slide your back straight down the wall. Keep it in full contact with the wall as you bend your knees. And then slide back up the wall again, straight up, keeping your shoulders right over your hips. So you need to soften your gaze, looking straight ahead all the time. And then back up again. Feel that in your quads. Keep your back lined up with that wall. Back up again. Now, of course, you can always lean against a chair if you don't feel steady enough for this yet, or if you don't have the strength in your legs. Just lean against a chair and just work within a range of motion that is still challenging for you, but manageable. Going for one more. Keep the weight distributed evenly under the balls of the feet. Well done. Lowering the right heel as you lift the left one, then lower the left one, and just continue to alternate those. And then relaxing the heels to the floor. All right, now we're going to stay in a standing position. And again, feel free to lean against a wall or hold on to the back of a chair here or the countertop or something. If you need to, we're going for single leg squat, balancing on the right leg. Reach your arms out in front and slide the left leg forward as you sit down into the right leg, and then come back up again. Now we're going to take that left leg out in a diagonal to the left and back up. Now straight out to the left and back up. Now that leg goes behind us in a diagonal. That's it. And back up, and we're going to send that leg straight behind us as we sit back into the right one and back up. Of course, you can at beginner level keep that left foot in contact with the floor as you do this. And the next level, you could see if you can keep that foot off the floor. And then straight back behind you and up. Lovely. We're going to go to the other side now. So spread the toes nice and wide on the left foot. Wake up all those muscles on the outside of that leg, and we're going to sit back into our squat. Right leg forwards. Maybe it's sliding along the floor, or maybe you can keep it lifted. All right, and we're going to go out to the side and then out in a diagonal behind us and back in, and then straight back behind and up. Well done. Let's go for it again. Sit down into your squat. Straight out now to the right with the right leg and back up. Now out behind you to the right and up. Sit straight back as you take that right leg back behind you and come back up again. Well done. Lift your heels, lower them, raise the toes and spread them. Lower those, lift the heels, lower them, raise the toes and spread them nice and wide now. Bring your toes back down to the floor. We're coming down onto our hands and knees now. And from here, at beginner level, keep your knees on the floor, right? Everybody find neutral alignments, shoulders down away from your ears, and a nice strong neutral torso. Beginners keeping the knees on the floor, engaging the abdominals. We're going to float that right leg up toward the ceiling, and then lower it back down to the floor. Now float the other one up toward the ceiling, and bring it back down to the floor. Beginners, if you need extra challenge, you can now add the opposite arm. We're going to keep the right side of the body aligned with the left side of the body. Keep the upper body aligned with the lower body as you move, okay? Next level, we hover the knees. Take a breath. Exhale, right foot up toward the ceiling. Lower it back down to the floor. Left foot, slow and steady, up toward the ceiling. And bring it back down to the floor. Next level, you can add the opposite arm to that. Now nice and steady, hold it there, and bring it back down to the floor. Other side, very steady as you can now. Maintain good alignment. Continue to alternate, but do this slow. Keep your breath steady. And last one. And then return the knees to the floor. Uncurl the toes, sit back into child's pose, reach your arms forwards. Forehead can rest on the floor. Take a nice deep breath there and slide that left arm down toward the knee. Sweep it underneath your chest for thread the needle. Gently glide the shoulder down away from your ear. And now turn your head to the left. Then release that arm, switch to the other side. Turning your head to the right. And exhale, release it. Okay, we're going to come round now and to a seated position. From here, get right up on your sits bones. If this does not work for you right now, if you're finding it difficult or going for rolling like a ball, you could just come down onto your back, hug your knees in, and just rock gently from side to side. Work on just bringing your head and shoulders off the floor and rocking from side to side and just making some small movements here on your back. Okay, so otherwise, come right up to a seated position Float the right leg, float the left one. You can hold on to the back of the legs here. And now rounding, we're going to roll back and roll back up again. So at beginner level, you hold on to your legs and you keep the same distance from knee to chest the whole way throughout that roll. As you roll back and forwards, make sure you're rolling along every single vertebra. You keep your chin tucked in so that you feel like a little ball. And you try to balance at the top. Next level, you can float your arms. And every time you come up, stay there for a second, balance. Relax your shoulders down. Now, next one, we're going to stay up there, holding it there. All right, now lift up through your chest. Now get long spine, relax your shoulders, lift up through your chest here. Maybe you need to take the feet to the floor and just raise one leg, that's fine. So you adapt it if you need to. No straining, just challenging yourself in a manageable way. Maybe you can catch hold of the right leg and extend it. Maybe you can switch it to the left, or maybe you can hold both. Lengthen your spine here, relax your shoulders and engage your abdominals. At the advanced level, you might be able to roll back and back up and balance with your legs straight. And the rest of you stay balancing there. Let's go for 2 more. And holding it there. Bringing the legs in, bending the knees, and return the feet to the floor. All right. For our last one, we're going to go for a side plank. So coming onto your right side. At beginner level, keep your knees bent. Draw your knees back here away from your chest now to begin. And lift your hips. Hips stacked, shoulders stacked. Extend the top leg. Next level, you can come up into your full plank position. Again, hips stacked, shoulders stacked. And hold it there. So that might be enough for some of you. And if it is, hold it there. Try to keep your balance just there. Those of you who need more, we lift the top leg. Keep it nice and steady now. Steady your breath. And then slowly, gently lower that top leg. Bring your hips back down to the floor. Swing them around to the other side. Okay, beginners, keep your knees bent. Remember, draw them back away from your chest. Slide your shoulder down away from your ear before you lift your hips, holding that. And beginners, if you need a little bit more challenge, or anyone else, just raise your top leg. Keep your pubic bone toward your chin. Steady your breath. Don't slouch down into that shoulder. Keep good distance between the shoulder and the ear. Slowly, gently lower that top leg and then bring your hips back down to the floor. Well done. All right. Coming up onto your knees with your pubic bone towards your chin, curl your toes under, hands to the back, to your low back, draw the elbows toward each other and lift up through your chest, pressing down on your hips. Gently release that and step yourself back up to a standing position. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed that and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We've only got 2 more left, so I'll see you tomorrow for day 29. Take care.